Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel Chemistry Academy for IIT JEE and NEET. Today, in Feather of the Hat series episode number 3, we are going to meet a very successful candidate named Pattepati Karthikeya or B. Karthikeya. We have been associated with B. Karthikeya from 2017 to 2019 in China Hyderabad campus. He brought laurels to us and the entire campus by achieving All India Rank 5 in IIT JEE Mains and again All India Rank 5 in IIT JEE Advanced 2019. He also is a KVPY scholar. He went to HBCSE twice in his life, first in class 10th after qualifying Junior Science Olympiad and again in class 12th for getting qualified for CAM for Chemistry Olympiad this time. Besides national level, he also scored under 5 ranks in both TSM set and APM set. These are Telangana and Andhra state level engineering entrance exam. Well, 2017 to 19 or Karthikeya batch as I could say is entirely a very special and a memorable batch for all the teachers who were associated with these kids. We had 120 students in class 12 that year, out of which 3 achieved All India rank 4, 5, and 8 respectively in JEE Advanced. We had 12 of our students under 50, 18 were below 100, 27 ranks were below 200, and we had 45 students achieving ranks below 500 in JEE Advanced 2019. All the 120 students got selected for different IITs. Well, we'll definitely meet other candidates also one by one, but today we'll meet B. Karthikeya. These were the academic excellence achieved by Karthikeya. I would also like to share some of the very special memories that I have of B. Karthikeya. First, in JEE Mains 2019, after giving exam, Karthikeya realized that one of his friend approached a question in different way or by different method, and he found his method to be better or more correct as compared to his. Though Karthikeya's method was in sync with NT answer key and he was getting it as correct answer. But despite the fact, he objected that question along with his friend for more correct or more appropriate approach that he thought of. Today, in the world when people can kill their friends for their own success, here is a boy who was standing there at his own loss for what is correct in life at a very young age. Second, in OCSC Chem Chemistry Olympiad 2019, when my kids couldn't make to International Olympiad team, he got so disappointed and was the first one at around 9:30 p.m. in night to call me and just say, "I'm so sorry, ma'am, I couldn't make it." Well, that touched my heart because I could sense his feeling that he appreciates and admires the contribution of others behind the scenes in his success. Well, these two properties is what India needs in their future generations. Not only honesty and sincerity, but also courage to stand for what is right. The two important things which India needs in its future generation. First, courage and honesty to stand for what is right. Second, to appreciate and admire all the team members who are involved in any success. So all these things together will definitely take him long way. Let's meet B. Karthikeya today. Hello, welcome Karthikeya. Karthikeya, welcome to our channel and so happy to have you with all of us. How are you?
Hi, ma'am. I'm good. Thank you so much for having me, ma'am.
So how is it chatting after a long time? I'm feeling very happy.
Same thing, ma'am. It's been like 4 years, right? Talking
Yeah,
to you, and
almost 3.5,
so,
4 years. Yes.
yes, ma'am. It is very exciting to again speak with you.
Same,
It's
same.
always very good. Same, ma'am. Like speaking with you is always like very happy thing for me.
I have learned so much from all these students in my life. Every student has something special to, teach. So, Karthikeya, how does it feel really once you landed up in IIT Mumbai CS branch final SEM now? But it was a dream institute for not only you, but for many students who are still watching. So how did it feel?
Yes, ma'am. I think it felt really great. I wanted to join CSE, particularly at IIT Bombay. So it was really great, ma'am. I think like even the experience which I had till now, the 3.5 years which I spent at IIT Bombay, I think it is like very great. I mean, the connections, the people you can get to meet, and the kind of academics and professors you can interact with, and basically the batchmates or the alumni, everybody. It's just a lot of opportunities are there, ma'am, and the
Well, as
people
far as your
are just
batchmate are
amazing.
concerned, I think almost 50% of the class was the same you prepared 11th, 12th here in Hyderabad with us, right?
Yes,
Almost
ma'am.
50% of
Yes.
Mumbai CSE in your particular batch is same.
Yes, ma'am. But I think I have also met some other like people who are really great, and yeah, the opportunities are just endless, ma'am, at IIT Bombay. So it was definitely worth the preparation and all. So
Is
it was
it? Oh,
definitely
that's
what I
great that
kind
you
of
loved it.
expected.
And what exactly, like people, yeah, students who always aspire standing outside the main gate of IIT Mumbai, what exactly is it
Right.
like inside the day-to-day life of a student like you? I have heard there is almost a lot of freedom you get when you go. So how was it all?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Definitely. So, I think we have a lot of options. There are a lot of opportunities for literally anything you want to do at IIT Bombay. Like if you want to go to sports, there are n number of sports. Like there is a club for each different sport. If you want to go to
Mm-hmm.
badminton or cricket, or for sports, or if you want to go to culturals, or if you want to like go into academics, there is just opportunities for everything.
Okay. Okay.
So I
Did,
think mostly, yeah, one day at Bombay, I think maybe it would be like just waking up and roaming around with friends or going to a sport and then attending classes and then coming back. And yeah, I think there are like you can do anything, ma'am, at IIT Bombay. I think that is the best part. And
yes.
there are groups for like there are guidance for anything you want to do. There are like-minded people for any kind of activity you want to do. So that is just great.
That is in fact great. That I always used to tell you all and to other students of mine that being in IIT is not just about having a bright future. It is about that moment when you have people who can understand your brain, because not
Yes,
being
ma'am.
understood is the worst thing in the world. You also told me that you have got a pre-placement offer already. Tell us about that.
Yes, ma'am. So in my after my third year in summers, I've interned at Morgan Stanley. So I really liked the team and my work there. So they offered me a pre-placement offer after the internship, and I've accepted. I'll be joining after completion of my graduation, ma'am. So it is
Okay, okay.
around
After
July or
completion.
August.
You have got excellent rank in mains, advanced, APM set, TSM set, which I have already mentioned to my viewers in my intro. Uh, can you
Right.
just throw some light that what exactly, what care, what type of preparation one should do for mains, particularly to have such a wonderful rank and overall chemistry? You had excellent chemistry. So can you just suggest few things to our viewers?
Sure, ma'am. So I think, especially for mains, you need to be really good with the concepts, and you need to like be really good with NCRT. That's the first step. And yeah, I think practice definitely helps a lot, ma'am. Like the more you practice, it helps a lot. And yeah, I think, ma'am, even for advanced or like the kind of preparation which we did, it went a kind of step by step, ma'am. So I think first we covered the basics. That is the most important thing, I feel. Covering the basics completely and being sure that you know each and every part of that. Only then going to the next level and basically covering that level completely and then going to the next level. So that kind of helps in both mains and advanced preparation.
Even for advanced, I think that NCRT should be read at least 2 to 3 times minimum before going
Right.
for the exams, because that is the benchmark that is to be there.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. One thing that students struggle too much is time management, in two places time management, I would ask, both while they are preparing. On single day, they will be
Right.
doing someday physics, math, someday only chemistry. Then they say, now this topic is weak, now that is weak. But I never heard this about anything being like this with you in entire time of your preparation. So that is the first time management. And second time management
Right.
is during the paper. So please guide
Right.
us for both one by one.
Sure, ma'am. So I think during preparation, the time management, I think it is very important to have a plan, ma'am, before starting any day. Like if you have a plan for the whole week, or that is very good, but definitely before starting a day, you need to have a very good plan, and you need to we need to try to stick to the plan as much as possible, ma'am. So planning everything and doing it according to the plan is just the most important thing, I think, in time management. I think once you try to plan for a few days, and then you can kind of understand how you need, what are your particular requirements, or how you need to adjust time for different topics like math, physics, or chemistry. And when the current topic which you're studying, you'll kind of understand how much time you'll need to give to that particular topic. So I think it is important to give enough time, and it is important to plan it well ahead, so that you don't give enough time, or so that those kind of things don't happen at the end.
Yes.
That is, I think, way most important during preparation, ma'am.
And in the exam?
And in the exam, I think exams, actually, it is more important to give more number of exams, ma'am. I think that if you give more time bounded tests, or more more exams like the actual JEE mains or advanced, then you can kind of know what kind of time you're taking for each subject, and depending on the difficulty, what you can do to maybe adjust time in one subject for the another. So that mostly comes in practice during writing time bounded exams. So preparing in that manner before, at least 1 2 months before the actual exam, is very important. So that is there only we tried, it is actually different for every student, ma'am. So the time he needs for each subject, or what he can do when a subject is difficult and the other is easy, so that depends on the student entirely. So having practice is very important, ma'am, and deciding it before. I would, yeah, I think if you want, I can share what I did in exams, but I think it is mostly
No, but
dependent on the
why not?
student.
Please share.
Okay, ma'am. So the way I used to do my advanced or mains papers was, first I do chemistry, because I think I doing chemistry at the beginning really gives me a lot of confidence, ma'am. I think because I think I am good at chemistry, and
Even I think.
so when I start with chemistry, and I start getting few questions, then I kind of get some confidence again, and I just kind of get into the mood of an exam. So I start with chemistry, and I try to finish it by I think 45 minutes or 50 minutes, ma'am. So it depends on the hardness of the paper, but I try to first at least go through the easy questions part. Definitely, when I'm going through questions, if I'm taking some time for one particular question, I try to, if I'm taking a lot of time, and if I feel that question is really difficult, so I'll skip that question definitely, and I'll complete the easy questions, or easy to medium type of questions first, ma'am, in chemistry. Then I think I'll do the similar thing. I did the similar thing in physics, and then I go to physics, then I go to maths, ma'am. So in general, maths used to take a lot of time for me. So I think that was my plan, actually. 45 minutes initially for chemistry, then I do 45 to 1 hour for physics, and then I try to do whatever how much time is left, I try to do maths, and at the last 20 to 25 minutes, I try to come back to whatever difficult questions were there in chemistry, or whatever I've left in chemistry, physics, or to solve them again. So that was my strategy, which I got through writing many time bounded tests. So I think, yeah, I think it is different for everyone, but
Yes,
this was.
certainly. But one thing I would still agree, that even after you 4 years of you, this would be the fourth batch, I guess, right? This particular statement that you said, two important things, that chemistry you used to give first because it is factual. Lot of things will be factual. If you go through physics or maths before, and if some tough questions are there and you are not able to do it, affects your psychology. So you
Right,
start
right.
forgetting facts, and you may do some errors. So that particular point, I think, is still very true. And second thing, you said that you spent around 45 to 50 minutes. You try to spend somewhat like this. That is also correct.
Yes.
So never
Definitely, ma'am.
underestimate that time. That 45 to 50 minutes is a very, very good time that you spent, and no need for me to say anything. Your result tells it that it
Yes,
is
ma'am.
a
So I think
perfect
like
tested time.
chemistry really decides your rank, ma'am. At the end, I think it is the highly scoring subject out of the three in
Yes.
mains or advanced both.
Yes.
So the marks in chemistry you get is it decides the rank finally. So
In fact, in year batch, we got 3 under 10. But besides that, if you compare the under 10 people marks for different subjects, chemistry was highest from our campus. I think it was either you or Akash. Out of 120, it was 118 in
okay,
chemistry. All India chemistry highest was from out of you two. So that was such a proud
okay.
moment for us also. Like we tell same thing to every student. It was not just you or any other, but how many actually follow. That makes all the difference. That so one more thing, that as I said, that following and working hard and implementing everything definitely made changes. But you have seen other students around you, you have seen batchmates, you might have seen your juniors, seniors. Can you tell that some one or two things that that pushed you to under 5 or 5th rank in almost every possible exam that year you appeared?
No, I think like from what I understand, I think like first one at least from my batchmates or from my juniors or seniors which I've seen, I think it is very important to like have like faith in our teachers and listen to what they say and like try to implement as much as possible what they say, man. So I think everyone I've like who have taught me had a lot of experience and have seen a lot of batches, have trained them. So I try to like listen to what they're saying and try to implement as much as possible and try to take their suggestions and keep discussing with them if I had something to say and if they had some advices to give. So and even during the preparation part, ma'am, not only during preparation for the exam, even preparation, I would say like preparation while learning concepts also, like having good discussion with teachers and trying to like have trust in them and try to follow what they're saying is first, I think, most important thing now. And I think the ranks, I think from like 5 to like I think at least 10 to 100 or 50 are all of the students are kind of
Same.
same level, ma'am. So the
Yeah,
rank
I
at that
understand that. From 1 to 100,
yes.
almost. It is just the
Yes,
day.
yes, ma'am. Right. So at that point of time and at that day, how you write the exam, that only matters, ma'am. So that only decides what rank you get. So I think like one thing I have developed while doing a lot of practice tests was that trying to stay in the moment and not thinking about when you're doing a particular question, trying to think only about that particular question with a clean slate and not thinking about the previous question or the previous paper. If you're writing paper two, don't thinking about the paper one. Trying to like have a clean mind and think about the current question and try to solve that to your best capability. That was like it seems like it when I say it, it seems very simple, but trying to inculcate that kind of quality, it took a lot of time, ma'am. Actually, I think like in all my preparation, I think trying to get that quality only took a lot of hard.
Yes. Till now, we have all talking about your success. But in your entire
Yes,
preparation, there must have been some moment of, disappointments, or in your words, I can say sometimes failures. So,
right, ma'am.
how you got through them? Because sometimes some students get low marks, they invest a lot of time and energy into that cycle. So please share, because everyone goes through ups and downs. There can never be only ups and ups. So share some your strategy, how you sailed through those down moments.
I think failures or like getting low scores and that actually teaches you a lot, ma'am. I think like there are a lot of things you need to improve on. It is not that you have prepared everything and like you know everything. So it kind of gives us a check that you still don't know a lot of things and you need to prepare. So it gives us a like clear indication of what you need to prepare and what you need to do in an exam to get those questions right. Like looking on failures and not thinking much about like not worrying much about failure is very important, I think, ma'am. Analyzing why it happened, like what a question what if a question went wrong, why it went wrong. If you don't know the concepts, then try to learn it. Or if it happened, even if you know the concepts, if it happened during the exam, think about why it happened during the exam. It may be because you were thinking about some other question, or you were worried, or you were tensed, or like you were tense because you didn't do time management properly. You didn't have enough time for that question. So I think like analyzing what mistakes went and trying to like not repeat those mistakes basically is very important, ma'am. And I think even I would say a lot of credit goes to my teachers actually who were teaching me at that point of time. So I think like I took a lot of advice from them and talked with them a lot on if something is going wrong, why it is going wrong, or taking help from your teachers and trying to analyze properly what it went wrong instead of like just thinking it went wrong and feeling sad about it, trying to analyze it and move forward and try not to repeat those mistakes is
Yes.
most important thing, I think.
Yes. So here you said you talked with teachers whenever you felt down. As far as I
Yes.
remember, you were not a very talkative person in general. And Shivanand sir is also not a talkative person. So how did you two manage? Like
Yeah, so I
both to
think
the point people.
yes, ma'am. Like what I didn't think like we need to speak a lot, but what if you're clear on what you need to ask, and that is sufficient, I think, ma'am.
So uh, is there any particular strategy regarding chemistry you would add up? Like you already said that NCRT is a must. Basic
Yes.
concepts are very important. What about revision? You would suggest anything in particular that how should they revise? Because just now, few days back, mains dates were announced, and several people got into a
Okay.
panic mode.
During the end time, at least some days before the exam. So I think so if your preparation is kind of like done till this point, and if you feel you have covered enough syllabus, attempting tests, I think it gives you like kind of simulation kind of thing for the actual exam, and you learn to do time management properly, and even you get to see what kind of mistakes you're doing and what concepts you need to revise again. So I think attempting more number of time tests and just before the exam gives a clear indication of what concepts you need to see and how you need to manage your time and how you need to stay cool during the exam. Definitely, like looking over all the topics again, you will definitely not have enough time. What we used to do was like I think I would suggest whoever are starting new for preparation, I think I would suggest them to make a short notes of whatever you are preparing and try to go through that before the exams, so that because you definitely can't go through all the syllabus before the
Yes.
exam. Those what you are forgetting and those you think are important to remember, or which are important concepts, or which you are making mistakes frequently in, those are very important in your short notes, and those you need to look at before the exam.
And how much was the Olympiad exposure helped you to have more comfort in advance or in mains?
Olympiad preparation, like even for mains or advanced or Olympiad, the process is kind of same. So we need to give like start with the basics and then go step by step. And when we are thorough, I think I would suggest not go directly to the Olympiad preparation or not go directly to the advanced preparation. Definitely, ma'am. So even any new topic which you're starting, you need to go through the basics first, then slowly increase one by one step, and when you feel that you are completely comfortable with one step, then only try to increase the step. So I
Yes.
think Olympiad preparation, it really helps them. So kind of questions you have in Olympiad, it makes you think a lot outside the box as well sometimes, and it makes you like the concepts are definitely what you have studied mostly, but how you use those concepts and how you implement those concepts are like it really helps in attempting advanced, I would say, ma'am, the
Yes.
preparation for Olympiad.
In which grade you started preparing for IT?
I started preparing from ninth class, ma'am, actually.
From ninth. That's great. And
Yes,
where were
ma'am.
you in ninth? In
Yes, ma'am. I was in Vijayawada for
You were
ninth
in
and 10th.
Vijayawada, and from there you moved to Hyderabad. What exactly you feel about the right age in your case? That was it the right age you consider ninth, or you should have started
Uh,
early or late? What is your opinion?
no, ma'am, like definitely not early. I think so. My preparation for ninth and 10th, it was kind of like I would say it helped in some ways. It didn't help in or it made it worse in some ways for the actual 11th and 12th preparation. So So I would say, like, if you're starting like at ninth or 10th a little early, so it is very important to like start from the basics, definitely. Like if you're starting early also, if you're starting at ninth or 10th, I think it is very important to like start in a very structured way, ma'am. So, or
Yes.
continue in the same uh, kind of curriculum which you're doing from ninth till like the end of your preparation. You need some, I think, maturity, I would say, to like kind of appreciate the topic and understand it completely. So that I think at least ninth and 10th is starting, it is important that time.
Starting is important. So, besides Morgan Stanley, what are your plans ahead now?
So I liked the work of a quantitative researcher, ma'am. So it is kind of analyzing data, analyzing financial data using maths and statistics, and doing like analysis on financial data and trying to get some models to trade or help Morgan Stanley clients. So that is kind of area which I'm currently interested in. I was thinking I'll explore this particular field for the next 2 3 years at least, ma'am, and I'll see if I am really if I'm still interested in that particular field, or if I want to look at other fields as well. Then I think I'll maybe opt for higher studies if I want to change fields, or if I want to continue, I'll just be in Morgan Stanley.
Great, great. So it was really pleasure talking to you, Karthikeya, and hope to see you soon again. Whenever you get some time, just ping us and we'll talk again.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you so much for having me, ma'am. I think it's a really great thing. You and Shivanand sir starting a YouTube channel and teaching everyone for like your content available for everyone, every student right now. So it is you teachers' part. I think especially you and Shivanand sir's part in my preparation was very important, ma'am. I think like the kind of experience you both have in teaching your fields for a lot of, I think, more than 20 years, I think, I'm not sure, but the kind of experience you have, the kind of batches you've seen, and even the way you teach those topics, and the way you take care of students and make them understand those topics to make the way you teach the topic from, I think, first covering the basics and then taking one step above. So I think it's a really great opportunity for students, ma'am. They just need to use it to the fullest now.
Thank you. Thank you, Karthikeya. Thank you for those lovely words. And I'll also say that it is not just teachers, it is always Tali dono haath se bajti hai. We were lucky to have such wonderful students. Thank you, Karthikeya, for letting us mentor you when you were preparing. Thank you.